Hello and welcome to Thoughts Over Coffee, where we give you the time and the space to think and connect. So drop in for 5 minutes and join us and join the discussion. So today, what are we going to be looking at? We're going to go back to the kitchen and we're going to look at the 5 golden rules of the kitchen. And I'm looking forward to your input on this a little bit later. Now, more people are learning to cook as they've got a bit more time on their hands by using YouTube, Google and various other bits and pieces. So let's help. So number 1 of the 5 has got to be anything you cook at home will be good. Okay, no issue about that at all. Using real ingredients is much better than it coming out of the box, out of the packet, out of the jar or out of the bag. Whatever you make, it will be delicious. Don't forget, all mistakes are edible. And actually, if it doesn't taste quite so good as you expected, you can learn for next time. So that's golden rule number 1. Golden rule number 2 is read through the recipe beforehand. Can I just say, this is one of the biggest issues that we have at our house a lot when it comes to cooking. It's a good idea today, as it was when Mrs. Beaton did her cooking book first in 1861. Why? Because actually, not only do you make sure you've got the right equipment that you need for your cooking, but also you've got the right ingredients. As so often happens here, it's oh, we haven't got, can you pop out and go and get? So actually, you know, if you've got the right ingredients, you've got the right equipment, you can relax and enjoy your cooking because you know you've got everything according to that recipe because you've been through it beforehand. Number 3 is it's okay to serve food warm or just above room temperature. Let's be really realistic. If you are cooking for a whole load of people, then it's unrealistic that everyone's going to have a piping hot meal. And really, do you actually want to serve boiling meal, such as soup or stew or anything else like that? Do you really want to burn someone? Is that really your objective? So don't, just relax. It is absolutely fine to serve warm food, okay? Doesn't need to be absolutely baking, piping hot. And as you do and you relax and you serve up, depending on the numbers that you've got, it'll still be warm, it'll still be tasty, and it'll still be amazing. Number 4, trust your senses. You have 5 senses which are fantastic for cooking. Number 1, your eyes. You can see what's happening. Are things actually going too fast or too slow? So actually you can see very, very quickly, are things starting to catch that you can look at? So turn things up, turn things down to take control of them as you need to when you're actually using your recipe and cooking. Number 2 within that of the trust your senses is the ears. You can hear what's going on, what's sizzling, what's cooking too fast, again, what's cooking too slow. So listen to what is actually going on. Your nose, one of the most important senses that you've got there. What can you smell? Is something happening, something burning, something needing turning down, something needing turning up, etc. So once again, can you smell the herbs that are coming through? Or maybe you can't smell the herbs because you've forgotten to put them in. So once again, a great one for your great one of your senses. Taste. One of the little chef things is get a teaspoon and taste it every so often. How's it tasting? Obviously don't keep using the same teaspoon. Freshen it up, keeping it clean. That'll be number 5 in a second. But keep using your sense of taste. So that's using your 4 key senses. And of course, you've got your sense of touch as well. So with your sense of touch, you'll know when things are feeling right or not quite feeling right when you're chopping them up. Do they feel quite firm, the tomatoes, or have they gone all soft and squodgy and actually have gone off? So once again, it's thinking about these sorts of things and just using your 5 senses that you have. And finally, point number 5, which is be clean. Basic, but so key. So really have clean hands, have clean equipment, have clean surfaces. Also, when you're dealing with meat and food stuff, make sure you've got your raw food separated from your cooked food and make sure you're cooking your food as necessary. Some stuff you can have raw, other stuff you would never dream of having raw. So make sure you're following your recipe and you're following your guides for the various things that you're actually cooking. So, I hope you've enjoyed our Thoughts Over Coffee today, 5 golden rules in the kitchen. So what would be your simple tips that you would share with others starting to cook? Because there are so many people starting to cook all of the time for the kitchen. Please put them constructively, share them in the comments box below and look forward to seeing those on there. Thanks for joining us at Thoughts Over Coffee, giving you the time and the space to think, but also to connect as well. So thanks very much for joining us, and we'll see you soon on the next video. Bye.